Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. So, before we start, I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, let's go straight in and see what the month of July has in store for you. Okay, so look at that, straight off the bat. The Chariot card has been very active this month. The Chariot card, the Kings have all been really active. Interesting, because obviously we're in Cancer season now, so you've got, you know, and the Chariot represents the sign of Cancer, and the Kings, well, anyway, so your actions and your interactions with the world at large this month, Libra, are all to do with you finally succeeding. This is about you dedicating yourself to your own success. This is about you getting very centered and focused on what it is that you want to achieve, on what it is that you want to that you want to achieve, what it is that you feel like you are here to do. So your actions and your interactions, it's what you do, it's what you're inspired to do. You know, it's ruled by fire, and fire is the Wands cards, which is all to do with the divine spark within you. It's about your willpower, it's about what you choose to do, it's about how you choose to act. When you get the Chariot card, this is about victory, it's about success. This is about you finally stepping into a place that you can be your authentic self with, but do it in a way that truly suits you. You know, and the thing is, Libra's all about other people. You know, how do I make sure that this is fair? How do I make sure that everybody gets an equal amount? How do I make sure that this person feels loved and cared and all of that, which is great, it's beautiful. The world could learn so much from that trait. But this month, you're about yourself, and you should be. And I think the way that this is going to come, especially with the eclipse that's coming, is and there's going to be an eclipse special, so bear with me. This is about you succeeding at doing something for yourself, at creating something for yourself. This is about you being self-centered and not beating yourself up for it. This is about you deciding to be self-centered and not beating yourself up for it. It's about you being successful and victorious about doing and being for yourself. And there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, if you can't truly do it for yourself, doesn't matter how much you can display to do it for others, you can't truly give from a place of authenticity. You can't, because if you can't give to yourself, you can't truly give to anybody else. That's just the rule of, you know, that's a rule of the universe. Okay, so it looks like a really successful month for you, because you're getting clear about what you want and what you need in order to do everything that you do for other people. Okay, so your money and your materials. You've got the Page of Cups. Now the pages, I call them markers of consciousness, because they usually bring you something that kind of wakes you up. It's either an experience, it could be a letter, a text message, an email. It's usually a piece of information that fills in a gap somewhere that makes you say, aha, okay, now I know that, or now I understand that. It's one of those things. It's kind of like a piece to the puzzle that was missing up until the point that it shows up. Your money and your materials is all to do with your wealth, your finance, your prosperity. It's your home, it's the things that you own, it's your physical body, your health even. Interesting. Sorry, I've got nuts stuck in my teeth. I've been eating chocolate. So the Chariot, Cancer. Page of Cups could also be a physical person, which would be a child. A Cancerian child is bringing a message through to you this month, and it may well be that through that child, it could be your child, it could be somebody else's child, but definitely a Cancerian child is giving you a message this month. They're giving you some sort of wisdom, and it centers around the inspiration and the imagination, because the Page of Cups is about your reverie, it's about your daydreams, it's about, you know, when you have an idea and then you go off on a tangent in your mind and you go off on a daydream. The Page of Cups is very much that, but it comes through an emotional understanding, because it's cups are water. So when you see the Page of Cups, you're going to have an emotional insight into how to generate more money for yourself. You're going to have an emotional connection, probably to a younger Cancerian person, that really wakes something up inside you and says, actually, do you know what? That's something that I don't utilize in and of myself. I can't pin it down to be more specific than that, because it's going to be different for everybody. It will be a different experience for all of you, but it does center around your prosperity, around your finances, around your money, even around your health. This is about you tapping into a younger, freer energy, and it's about you understanding and respecting that aspect of yourself. And the way that this brings you money is it's going to be an idea that comes to you through a reverie, but it won't be until you've either had an interaction or a conversation with a younger Cancerian person. Very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let me know what it was, what was said or what was observed that, you know, that brought you the piece of information that you were lacking. And not lacking, the piece of information that you needed. Okay, so your communications. The Three of Wands, this is great. So interestingly enough, this is going to be a month where you really choose to communicate. This is going to be a month that sees you finding bigger and broader ways to communicate with people. It may well see you starting a blog. It may well see you starting to write a column. It may well see you start to do what I'm doing now, you know, create a YouTube channel. Libra, this is very much a month where you discover that you actually have something to say, and you really want to get your message out there. Because when you see the Three of Wands, it's a card of expansion. It's a card of your ship coming in. It's a card, so, you know, this piece of information is going to be quite lucrative for you as well. But this is going to be the month where your communications goes through a shake-up, and the shake-up is going to come in the form of you understanding that you have a unique message to deliver the world. And this is going to see you getting really proactive in how to get that message out there to as many people at, you know, at one time. Well, the internet is here. It's a great thing to utilize. So what is it that you have to say? And, you know, this conversation or this interaction with a younger Cancerian person may well be the catalyst that comes along to give you the impetus to say, actually, you know what, I've got a lot to say, I've got a lot to teach, and I want to get it out there. And Libras are great teachers. My stepmom, love you, Marge, she's a teacher. And she's just wonderful at it. She knows how to give clear, concise examples, and she's fun, and when you get it wrong, she can be really stern. But, you know, that's whatever her rising sign or whatever it is. But she's an amazing teacher. Libras are wonderful, wonderful teachers. You have a message. Decide how you want to get it out there, because this month you will get the insight into how to get it out there. But you need to understand what your message is. You need to be clear on what that message is. Excuse me. Your heart and your hearth. So this is your relationships. This is the stuff that you guys do best. Ooh, beautiful. So you have the High Priestess. The interesting thing is, when you see the High Priestess, she represents the sign of Cancer. So you've got a double hit of Cancerian energy here. So this is something that you really want to pay attention to. One, because July is the month of Cancer. Two, because there's a solar eclipse this month in Cancer. And three, because you've got the double hit of this energy. So the Chariot represents the exoskeleton of Cancer, you know, the shell of the crab, where it is able to brave and face anything. The High Priestess is the subjective, internal, intuitive, impression-based feeling, gut response of that. You know, and this falling in your relationships, this might well be if a partner comes to you and divulges something. For some of you, when I see this, because the Page of Cups is about, it's not just about imagination, it's also about fantasy. For some of you, your partner could come to you and say, I've got this that I would like to try. Discuss. You know, it may well be that somebody, you know, a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, wife, husband, whatever, comes to you and says, you know, I want to deepen our relationship and I want to do it in this way. You know, because the High Priestess is about deep things. She's about secrets. She's about hidden things coming to light. Some of it may well be surprising. Some of it could be downright shocking. You know, let's be honest, it could. You know, it really could. Now, the interesting thing is, you've got Jupiter in Scorpio at the moment, which is your second house. You know, which is expanding your finances and whatnot, and it will be going direct on the 12th of July, I believe. So that is, as well, is going to be, you know, really exciting things in that respect. If you are single, book clubs, you know, somebody that is really good with internet-based stuff could be the sort of person that you find yourself being drawn to. And, you know, you having this moment where you need to get your message out and you need someone to show you how to do that on the internet, you know, based platforms. It could be that you find a connection there if you're single. But yeah, for those of you that are partnered, I kind of feel that this is going to be someone coming to you and saying, you know, I've got this that I would like to share with you, or that I would like to experience or explore with you. When someone shares something intimate with you, you know, if you've been with them for years, it probably won't be such an issue. But when someone shares something, try not to come from a place of judgment. Try not to come from because it might be shocking to you. It might be something that makes you go, oh, okay. Be open to dialogue. Don't be judgmental, because that person will just clam up and it will never be mentioned again. And that's when things fester between, you know, partners, I believe anyway. So in your family as well, it could be that a young person, you know, you know, this could be one of your own kids, it could be one of somebody else's kids, comes to you and says, look, I've got this that I need to talk to somebody about. I've got, you know, something that I've been hiding that I need to talk to somebody about. Again, don't be judgmental, be open. If you can help that person, then do. If they need professional help, get it for them. I don't particularly see it being anything bad. There's nothing in here that suggests, you know, trauma or anything like that. I just feel like somebody, certainly in a family setting, so this could be a niece or a nephew or somebody, there's somebody coming to you and they're saying, oh, you know, I need to talk to somebody about this, but I don't know if I can talk to my mum and dad about it, or, you know, it's that sort of thing. I don't see it as being anything negative. I don't feel anything bad here. So the conjunctions. An interaction with a young person brings you a piece of information, and it might be a piece of information about your personal message for the world. It might be that through somebody divulging a secret to you, you say to yourself, actually, do you know what? I want to become a counsellor, or I want to be an advocate, or I want to join a cause, or it could be any one of those things. You know, like I said, I can't give you specifics because this is a general reading. This is for everybody. You know, communication with people that work on the internet and stuff, and you know, this piece of information that comes to you, you know, will bring you not only lucrative ways, but it might even demonstrate to you that actually you're a really good teacher and that you have something to teach the world, that you have something to offer the world. That's amazing. Okay, and then finally, look at this, a double hit of this Cancerian energy. Your relationships are going to take on a really dynamic feeling. Your relationships are about to deepen. Your relationships are about to experience what it is to be truly comfortable and on even and firm footing. Wonderful. And then you get the Justice card as your key to the month. So this kind of says to me that it's about what you choose. I don't see anything legal here happening. In fact, that's you, Libra. You come up in your own reading. That's really, really powerful. This puts you in control of your own life. It puts you in control of the experiences that you can have, but it also puts you in a place of power to truly help other people, because you are understanding and respecting yourself as the wonderful, authentic being that you are. This is an amazing month for you. A really, really amazing month for you. Yeah, the only thing that I will say to you is, like I said, when somebody divulges something to you, you know, if it's a secret, and provided nobody is being harmed or whatever, that you can keep, then keep that person's secret. If, like I said, if it comes from a partner, don't judge. Be open up a dialogue. You'll get so much more out of it, and so will they. I wish you an amazing month. Have an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I would be eternally grateful for it. That so many of you resonate with what I do is just astounding. I'm so happy and so grateful. And every month when I see the numbers climbing, I'm like, really, that many people are following my page? Okay. Wow. it's a really humbling and overwhelming sometimes experience, which is why I try to be, you know, as accurate as possible, and I try to be as open as possible, and you know, it's really important to me that you guys get something out of these videos. It really is. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so on the link below. We would be eternally grateful for it. Thank you so much, and have a good month, and look out for your solar eclipse special.